This brain parasite could be living in you right now. Imagine a tiny parasite, smaller than a single cell, sneaking into your brain and quietly pulling the strings of your behavior. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it's not. It's called Toxoplasma gondii, and it's one of the most common parasites on Earth. Even creepier? Up to a third of the world's population might already have it living inside them, including you. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll wonder, could this brain invader be secretly shaping your life? So, what exactly is Toxoplasma gondii? It's a protozoan parasite that can infect almost any warm-blooded animal, from birds to humans. Cats are its VIP hosts, where it reproduces, but it doesn't stop there. You can pick it up from undercooked meat, contaminated water, or even a stray encounter with cat litter. Once it's in you, it heads straight for your brain and muscles, forming tiny cysts that can stay there forever. For most people, it's silent. No symptoms, no clue. But here's where it gets weird. This parasite doesn't just sit there. Scientists think it might be tinkering with your mind. How? Let's dive into some eerie evidence. First, let's talk about rats. Normally, a rat smells a cat and bolts. Survival 101. But in the 1990s, researchers like Joanne Webster noticed something bizarre. Rats infected with Toxoplasma gondii didn't run. Instead, they wandered toward cat urine like it was a sweet perfume. In one study, infected rats lost their fear entirely, making them easy prey. Why? The parasite needs to get back into a cat to complete its life cycle, so it rewires the rat's brain, boosting dopamine levels, a chemical tied to reward and pleasure. The result? A fearless rat, a happy cat, and a thriving parasite. But here's the kicker. If it can do that to rats, what's it doing to us humans? Could it be nudging us toward reckless decisions too? Now, humans aren't rats, but we're not immune. Studies suggest Toxoplasma might mess with us in subtler, creepier ways. Take a 2002 study from Charles University in Prague. Researcher Jaroslav Fleger tested hundreds of people and found that those infected were more likely to take risks, like speeding or ignoring traffic rules. Men, especially, showed slower reaction times and higher aggression. In one case, infected drivers were 2.7 times more likely to get into car accidents. Another study in Turkey in 2011 linked the parasite to increased suicide attempts. Why? Possibly because Toxoplasma ramps up dopamine in our brains too, throwing off our emotional balance. But it's not just danger. Some research hints it could make you more entrepreneurial or even more attractive. Curious yet? Let's keep going. Here's where it gets really unsettling. Over 50 studies, like one from Johns Hopkins in 2007, have tied Toxoplasma to schizophrenia. People with this mental disorder are more likely to test positive for the parasite. In a standout case, researchers found that infected individuals had higher dopamine levels, a hallmark of schizophrenia. One theory? The parasite's cysts in the brain might trigger inflammation or disrupt neurotransmitters, pushing some people towards psychosis. A 2015 meta-analysis even estimated that 20% of schizophrenia cases could be linked to this sneaky invader. But wait, does it cause it or just tag along? Scientists are still debating, and that mystery keeps us hooked. Could it be in you? The silent spread. So how widespread is this brain puppeteer? The CDC says over 40 million Americans carry it, often without knowing. In France, where raw meat is a delicacy, up to 50% of people might be infected. A 2018 autopsy study in Poland found Toxoplasma DNA in the brains of people who died in risky situations, like car crashes, hinting it might have played a role. But here's the wild part. Most of us will never feel it. It's like a ghost tenant in your head, quiet until something flips the switch. Could stress, a weakened immune system, or even pregnancy wake it up? That's what researchers are racing to figure out. Are you starting to wonder about your own brain? So, Toxoplasma gondii, a microscopic mastermind that might be living in you right now, subtly tweaking your thoughts, your risks, maybe even your fate. Is it a harmless hitchhiker or a puppet master? Science doesn't have all the answers yet, but the more we learn, the creepier it gets. What do you think? Could this parasite be steering your life? Let me know in the comments, and if you're hooked on this mystery, hit subscribe. We've got more strange science coming your way.